Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to do a quick walk around of what's going on at the moment. Lots of big things happening, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to make a video and do that kind of stuff, so here we go. We've harvested a couple of the cauliflowers. They were nice ones. You still have, this one is still growing nicely. We've got some smaller ones. This one has had some slug damage. This one's definitely got some slug damage, but they're still, I think they'll still be edible. So we've got that. Harvested one here, harvested one there. So we've been bringing in some more dirt for the front yard that is Moederbodem, the Mother Earth, the good stuff. So we're reshaping and redoing some of this. So I pulled some of the plant rings out, and we're just going to make it more of like a little walkway where to come down here, make it a little easier to come down from this side. This is where that stake is. Here is actually the neighbor's property, so he's wanting to do some flower beds or do something there, so we're going to make it a little bit smoother here and make it look a little different. So you can see here, these are all the ones that I dug out. It actually took a lot longer to put them in than it did to take them out. So that was good. So you can see here we've got some more cauliflower, and they're not looking so good. You can tell that these have had some slugs on them. This one, you can see, doesn't really look all that great. They'll probably just end up going into the compost. You can see the leaves, they just eat up. So everything is dying back. It's looking pretty pitiful right now, and we're just in the middle of so many things happening at once right now that it's kind of gotten a little bit out of hand. Beets are still growing, onions growing nicely. We've got some, I think these are leeks. I'm not sure, but they're doing okay. The tomato plants, as you can see, are done. So we just haven't had time to clean them out. Banana tree holding in steady. We still haven't had a frost, but you can see here it's got some, showing some wear, but look at that leaf, looks very nice. The herb garden, you can see our peppers there. They actually, you know, grew up pretty nicely, but the peppers got moldy, or they got something going on with them. They may have had some slugs on them, and that caused them to discolor. So, but they're, you know, they're half eaten now. So, but let's you can see here they've cleaned off the grass on this upper area. They've terraced and added back the Moederbodem, the good dirt, the Mother Earth. They dropped a couple rocks here to create like a little bit of a retaining wall, and it helped to support this wall here. This wall is really old, and so that will kind of give it some support. We've got the pond has been dug out, and the wall has been built up, so I have to get the pond liner, get it in. These pipes, the lower pipe here will be permanent. It's not permanently in place yet, but it will be permanent, and that will allow us to drain from this drain here. It'll drain this one tank, and then where the upper pipe is here, that's going to be where the water flows through and into the next pond, and then where it goes in here, there'll be a stand pipe there that will be where we can drain this pond only, and that way we can always have one pond full. So if we have fish in one and we want to move them, we can move them into here. You can see the fish. We had to move the fish back over here. For some reason we had quite a few of them die. I want to say we had 10 10 of them die, and it was like in a very short period of time. Possibly overfeeding. They didn't appear to be sick, but I think maybe we had just fed them too often, and they basically get constipated or something of that nature, and it just toxifies their body and they die. So we moved them back over here as a precaution because we didn't know if it was the water, but we drained the big pond in my neighbor's yard just in case, and he's going to clean it out while it's drained, and then we'll put some fish back over in there. As you can see here, we built the wall up for the pond, and you can see the terracing there. Everything has been smoothed out. All the big piles are now kind of spread out and smoothed out. We still have this big pile of dirt. We have that big pile. This one over here in the background is more just red clay. This one is, I think, mostly Mother Earth. This is all Mutterboden, but this is from the neighbor's yard. The neighbor is now getting some work done while the machine is here. And they just dropped off a load of gravel. As you can see here, we've got this first ridge here is a little high, so you can't tell, but that's a terrace. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may end up being like 6, maybe 7 terrace levels. We'll see. They still have some work to do right here, but today they we cut down a tree here. We had an apple tree that was really old here. The apples weren't really good, and I think the tree was not so good. It was pretty old, so we had to remove the tree to be able to do this. But he lowered, you can see how much he lowered, because this used to be up level here, so he cut down about a full meter, and then this way we will be able to drive from the very front of the house all the way down, around, and to the back alleyway. So that's going to be nice to have, and it should be pretty easy to come up. Before, it was really steep at the top of the hill here, so they cut that down. And now I don't know if we're going to put gravel in here right now or not. The gravel is pretty expensive, and so far this has all cost us nothing. So that's been really good for us, taking all of the dirt that they brought in. That our payment was that they get to dump the dirt here, because otherwise they'd have to pay someone to take the dirt, and I mean, they'd have to pay them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So they brought in, I can't even tell you how many truckloads of dirt, and so our agreement was they would, you know, make it look nice, and we would take the dirt. So they brought in dirt and gravel and rocks and stones. You can see over here there's a huge pile of stones that are just really, really large stones, and we'll use those around the property in different places. So it's a huge mess back here right now, but it is going to look very nice. The neighbor is having his, this is where he parks his trailer, and he backs his tractor down here. So this road kind of goes up to the house, and this will go across the back and around to the other side of the house, and it'll allow us to drive completely around our houses and around our property without any issue in a car, in the tractor, because we will be having lots of road work done in the near future where we won't be able to access the front of our house So that's why we're doing this now, to try to get it done before they really start the work. So that's just kind of a quick update there. Over the next few days, probably say within the next couple of weeks, they should be complete here. It's been really rainy and muddy. If you can't tell, it's you can tell this is just from me walking around and squatting and doing things. So and you can tell how much damage the machine is doing to the grass just driving across it. So yeah, it's everything is going well and looking very nice. So thanks for tuning in. I know this was a lot shorter than usual, so hopefully you guys can make it all the way to the end. All right, talk to you soon.